Hey everybody, it's Lily and I'm back with another video. In this video, me and my sister do some painting on clothes inspired by different artists. We also did some DIY little projects on the second channel that we made. Go ahead and I'll have a little clickable button to check that out. The first artist we have is Monet, and so I'm doing some Monet paintings on these shoes. I used some gesso to prime the shoes, and then I decided to do some paintings, and I chose Monet's water lilies because he did a lot of different paintings in that series, and so I had a lot of different paintings to work from. After I primed the shoes, I used some acrylic just to lay down some base coats, and I'm using the Arteza acrylics, by the way, not sponsored. And when I was studying his paintings, obviously because it's Impressionism, he had a lot of very expressive brush strokes, and so that's really what I was trying to capture, were those kind of brush strokes. After I had pretty much all of the bigger brush strokes done, I decided to come back in with a smaller brush and kind of add some of those darker squiggly lines that are on this painting. He used a brush to kind of define some of the lily pads, and it's funny because this is the only painting that I really saw lines in. A lot of the other paintings are just way more focused on expressive brush strokes. I feel like the first painting I did, this one right here, is the most successful. It also is the most recognizable water lilies painting. Yeah, I'm pleased with how this one turned out. So onto the second side, and I would say this is his most second recognizable painting, is one of the variations of the bridge in the water lily garden, and I kind of struggled with this one quite a bit. It was tricky adding expressive brush stroke around this kind of structural bridge, and so I really tried my best. There's a little bit of a jump cut, sorry about that, my camera died. Anyway, yeah, I was just trying to make the lines kind of cohesive behind the bridge, and I kind of went back and forth between redefining the bridge, doing some of the plant work in the background. I think it turned out all right in the end. I went through and I painted the backs of the shoes and the insides of the shoes, just using some more reference photos from different paintings. Those ones I tried to keep more loose and kind of expressive. I was looking at the shoelaces and they just seemed a little bit plain, and I wanted some more contrast between the painted parts and the actual shoe part, and I thought coloring the laces would be a nice touch. So I just kind of put them on a tarp and put paint down and basically finger painted the shoelaces. And I tried to just make them look, again, expressive and kind of multicolored and not super blended. Try to keep some of those little blobs of paint on there to make it look interesting. And then I let that dry. Here's the final piece. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Excuse me for the little bit of dirt on the bottom of these shoes. I literally wore them around outside, and then I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do the after shot now, which was kind of funny. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, yeah, pretty much waterproof, so that's a plus. I enjoy how the shoelaces turned out. I think that was super successful, and I think that they're pretty cool. I was going to get rid of these shoes, and I think it's neat that I turned them into something that I'll probably end up keeping. For the second artist, we decided to do something inspired by Jackson Pollock a little bit. We wanted to do some paint splattering on these pants. And Emily's here, by the way. She, hello, is the other part of this YouTube channel, the second channel. Go subscribe! Yeah. So yeah, we just mixed up some different colors, started going to Splatter Town. Yeah, we basically just used acrylic paint, just a bunch of different acrylic paint, some craft paint, some art paint, just whatever, and mixed them with water to thin them out. The first side we did, we were sitting down, which was a bad idea. The second side we stood up during, and it was easier. Yeah, I don't know why we were sitting for the first. It was like cold and raining and wet. I don't know why I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sit for this. That was just like a stupid idea. By the way, for the white, we're using gesso just because I have a lot of it, and it worked pretty well. Yeah, it was really opaque, which was nice. I like
that we put a bunch of white over the top. I think it made it more cohesive, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, unified. We also put some shiny gold paint on it too. Bumped it up to the next level, I think. How is wearing these pants, Emily?
Very stiff. But hopefully the more I wear them, the more they'll break in a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense, because they're coated in paint, pretty much.
If I had one word to describe them, it would be rad.
Yeah, they're definitely a statement piece. For the third artist, we chose Lisa Frank, because, you know what, she can totally be included as an artist.
She is an artist.
I mean, yeah. You know, just like, sometimes people don't consider cartoonists like artists and whatnot, and it's like, that's junk. Anyway, we painted on the back of Emily's jean jacket. And first we put a layer of gesso down as primer, and we just started doing a rainbow. We wanted to do the rainbow cheetah print pattern that shows up on quite a bit of Lisa Frank's different designs.
For this part, I mean, we were both trying to paint this at the same time. At this point, it was not working, so I took a step back and Lily kind of just finished the rainbow.
Wait, what?
Then I come back in and help start painting spots on it, so.
Yeah, I got kind of frustrated. I kind of had a little bit of a meltdown.
It's not looking the best at the beginning. Yeah,
like, the colors were just like too dark and it just looked kind of horrible, and I just got real upset. I was just like, oh, I can't do anything right, and I got mad. But then all it really needed was for the blue and like the purple, a few colors to be adjusted, just some white to be added, and yeah, I go back and do that. And then once that's all done, we started adding the spots, and Emily was pretty much on spot patrol.
Yeah.
I started going back in and putting like those black marks, and I was looking at a reference photo to try to emulate the same kind of pattern the entire time. I would say up until like the last moments it was still looking kind of funky.
Like right here, it doesn't look right.
And maybe, but like funky in a bad way. Yeah, once we started adding those black spots, it really started looking like that kind of Lisa Frank cheetah pattern.
Yeah, you can actually tell that, you know, it's supposed to be cheetah print instead of just weird polka dots.
How do you think it turned out?
Oh, I think it's awesome. The jacket still doesn't really fit me, but it's beautiful anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up wearing it probably, which is cool and totally fine by me because I think it's pretty sweet. And it's like pretty nostalgic because, you know, as a kid I was so into Lisa Frank. Anyway, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see the other DIYs that we did on our sister channel, go ahead and I'll have a little clickable button right here to check that out. We also do other kind of lifestyle, fashion related content on there, and so definitely check it out. I think it's a lot of fun. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye!